All right. You guys are listening to tvosj.org, the voice of San Joaquin and Stockton. This is the Artist Hour. My name is Alejo Izaguirre. Tonight we have Cardinal Sins in the house. What's going on, fellas?
What's up, everybody?
Cardinal Beans.
Woo!
Nah, just Cardinal Sins.
It's been a long time coming. I'm really excited to have you guys. Just so everybody knows, tonight Josh is out for a show at Holy Diver with his band Worst Friends Forever. So good luck to them. And fellas, what was that song we were just listening to? That was instrumental to what?
Senpai?
Senpai.
Yeah.
Okay, and can people find that on...
You can find it on Spotify, iTunes, I think Amazon Music.
Yeah,
I think we have it on everything.
Bandcamp, yeah.
Cool.
YouTube, whatever.
So, welcome to the Artist Hour. I'm really excited to have you guys. When I saw you guys on the roster, I was really excited to see you all because it's like hanging out.
Yeah.
You know?
I
So
I just like it, yeah.
We're totally not used to these things, though.
it's all good. You'll learn to like it.
It's cool.
So let's go ahead and have you guys introduce yourselves to everybody. What are your names? What you do in the band? And let's start with James.
My name is James Stevenson, and I play guitar for Cardinal.
Brian, you don't get my last name.
All right,
No, I'm kidding.
that's cool.
It's on the internet. I play guitar and try and sing and scream.
You do sing very pretty.
You sing pretty.
Yeah, I'm Keith, and I just do vocals.
Nice.
I'm just
as vocal. I'm Stevie, and I play bass, and I sing and scream, I guess.
Nice.
A little bit of both.
All right, for sure.
Drummer.
My name is Ian,
Drummer.
and I play drums and
Just
make
drummer.
mistakes.
You make
Drummer.
mistakes.
I make coffee too.
Yeah.
Cool.
Make us
So,
coffee drummer.
you guys are from Patterson, is that safe to say?
Yeah.
With some...
And Stockton.
In Stockton.
The drummer is from Stockton.
All right,
Yeah.
for sure. And let's start from the beginning. How did you guys get started? How did you guys meet?
Probably goes back to them two first.
Okay, so yeah, let's
James
go
and
over
Steven.
past lineups, stuff like that. What was the past names, perhaps?
Okay.
Skibbity bops.
Me and James were originally in a band called Sinking Season, like an indie type band. That's how we met about like 4 years ago now. We've been kind of sticking together ever since. We kind of disbanded from Sinking Season, then we started a new project called Moreover, and that was consisting of like 2 or 3 other people, and then we eventually brought Brian in on bass, and then I played drums. Moreover then shifted to Cardinal, and then Cardinal we had a couple of past members that aren't with us no more, R.I.P.
Cool.
They didn't actually die.
Yeah.
No, they didn't die, but
They're
yeah.
just resting in peace in their
Rest
living
in
room.
peace. They're still cool with us. We're all homies. Yeah, so then for a minute we were going as Cardinal, and then eventually we found Keith.
Where'd you find him?
At Togo's.
Yeah.
Nice.
He
On the side of the road.
At
Hey,
Togo's.
he makes a mean sandwich.
He worked at Togo's, and
Yeah.
at the time we had like a show booked in 2 weeks with like no front man, and we were like, "Hey, you want to scream for us?" And he's like, "Yeah, okay." Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
like, I mean, I guess.
Yeah,
have
and
to.
then so we went out as Cardinal for about a year maybe, and then we realized there's like 20 other Cardinals like
Birds aren't that cool.
across the world.
There's a whole flock of
Yeah,
them.
so then
Yeah.
we just went with our first EP originally was called Sins, and then we just stuck with Cardinal Sins. After all. And then
Was that the one with the logo? That what became
Yeah,
the
the
logo
hand
for the
logo,
band
Ian's
after?
tattoo.
Yeah, Ian's tattoo. If you
There we
could
got
zoom in
Ian's
on it.
tattoo. Got you.
Represent.
Oh.
Yeah,
No
that was our
punch.
first like crack at an EP or ever.
I think I got
recording.
that one
Yeah.
back at the show. It was like a farmhouse. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
a
so
slaughterhouse?
we recorded that.
Is that what it was called? I think it was
Yeah,
called
Master
Slaughterhouse.
Mode.
Slaughterhouse.
That was fun. That was fun
Andrea's
show.
house.
Yeah, that was Andreas' house.
That was before even Ian.
Shout
was
out to
even
her
in
for
the
Yeah,
putting
that
on
was the
those
first time I
shows.
saw you guys too, though.
band.
This is the first time I saw you too.
Oh, wow.
I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
It was love at first sight.
Yeah, and then so we had, I think Fernando in the band, and then Fernando dropped out about a year and a half ago, and then picked up Ian, and so far it's just been rocking ever since. Recording, we got a nice recording spot locked in,
Which
and-
is
which is the Ice Chamber Studio in Modesto.
Shout out
Shout
to Jesse.
Our boy
Jesse
Jesse.
and the Ice
Oh,
Chamber
he
Studios.
makes
A
us
lot of
sound-
really good
Yeah.
records came out of there.
He
I've
makes
heard
us sound
a lot of really good
amazing,
stuff.
and
He
he
himself
actually,
is a great musician, too.
yeah.
Just play anything.
Yeah, he's a good producer for us because he actually tells us when like something sounds bad or.
So he actually takes over some of the artistic counseling.
Yeah, like he'll tell us to
guidance.
go home and come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
He's like,
good.
you lost
Yeah.
it. Just go home.
It's nice to go into a studio and actually have more
Criticism.
He's almost kind of a producer. Like he's going to lead you in the right direction.
Right,
He
there's
has a
more
pretty good feel.
artistic production.
Yeah, he has a pretty good feel for what our sound is too.
Right.
compared
Yeah,
to-
he knows. Yeah, he knows what we're going for sure.
Yeah.
That's good. So let's talk about that. How was it going from your guys' living room, band room, to the studio, and what were maybe some of the challenges?
Ooh, a lot.
Everything.
right.
Yeah,
Actually,
I mean,
everything.
I can't play to a metronome.
we're all kind
I've
of
heard
like,
that a lot of people have a hard time playing
do it.
to a metronome after they haven't.
Yeah.
Nope.
You know?
Can't do it.
We're very like stubborn and kind of DIY to the point like we tried recording on our own and it was just a nightmare. We have no clue like when it comes to recording. We're barely learning right now.
Right.
And then so we're just like, you know what? We'll just hire someone to record us because this
For
is
real.
too much work and too confusing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
When
does
you're-
get very.
I think when you're recording yourself, nothing's ever going to be perfect.
No,
You're gonna
I can
spend so
tell you
much
that right
time
now.
just-
No,
We had- we
You're
had
like,
got-
Even with
"Ah,
Jesse,
sorry."
like I still hear things where I'm like, man, I should have done something different there.
I definitely go back and listen to it and think,
Yeah.
wow, I wish I could redo it, but I
Mhm.
mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then so we recorded. The first time we ever recorded was with Sean Duncan in Oakdale, and
Shout out
that was
to
a
Sean.
pretty nice house setup.
That's
You
a
know, had a
boy.
nice
Yeah.
setup. That was in the middle of summer. That was brutal.
It was actually just about this time, like what?
It was like, but it was
3
like
years ago?
100.
2 years ago.
And where was this?
He is so he has like
Chateau Walnut Studios, I believe it's
Yeah.
called, right?
Chateau Walnut.
What city is it in?
Oakdale.
Oakdale.
Oakdale, bud.
It's cool.
Oakdale, bud.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you're
Cowboy
recording,
capital.
like vocals and guitar and stuff like that, they have to kill the AC, so it's
Right,
on
yep.
mics, and it's brutal in that little room.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
110
Yeah.
when we were recording
Yeah.
vocals and
Yeah, there's a few days where you had to just tell me, just come the other day because it's like it's gonna be 110. And we'll
Right.
die. Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that was cool. And then we kind of I feel like we kind of rushed that because we just wanted to get music out at that point. Because
Right.
it was
Yeah.
tough for us to get
I
shows.
remember when you guys were putting that out, and I was like, dude, you guys got to put something out now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause
That's what we're hearing now.
It was tough because we were struggling to get shows even put on lineups by people because no one really knew who
Yeah.
we were from
Yeah.
Patterson.
Didn't know what to expect. We couldn't
Right.
show them that we can actually play because
Right.
they didn't hear anything.
We were playing like super hardcore
Yeah.
punk and indie shows at the same
Yeah,
time,
all over the
like
place.
so many different
They had
lineups
no
because
idea.
no one knew where to put us.
Right.
Yeah.
Which still can be really fun, when you have a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
different genres.
Oh yeah, we love tearing up an indie show. Just,
Yeah.
just coming in
Love,
and
yeah.
just
Yeah, it makes you
Rocking.
stand out when you're like a different genre, playing with
Yeah, I
a
suppose.
bunch of bands that sound the same.
That's the thing with us too. We kind of vary in between quite a few different genres. It's not
Right.
just like I think the last few singles and stuff have started to tighten up a little bit. But
Okay.
you remember when we first started, there'd be some pop punk, definitely like an indie song here, and then like Desolate would jump in there.
How would you guys define your genre right now? If you had to,
Yeah, I
like,
have
if you
no
had
clue.
to, well, I mean, you had to. Did you guys put your genre on the Spotify?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was the genre?
Well, see,
on
so
the
that's the
What did
thing.
we
Like,
put?
I don't know. Me personally,
Mhm.
I like to think we don't. I don't want to stick to one genre. Like, I don't
I know
wanna just
it's a
play-
monster question.
I know it's. I
but
don't
it's
know.
a very interesting conversation.
We just want
I
to play
mean,
whatever we want. like-
Originally, when we started Cardinal, that was the point leading up to that band. Is just like, yeah, we kind of want to throw people off, like just play like a ballad, and then play like a super just
Right.
fast-paced punk, like in your face song, or play pop punk, like
like
some
we all have
summertime
different
stuff.
like backgrounds and what music influences us.
Yeah, I was
so
gonna say
it's
we
like-
all.
But we all like kind of know each other's music.
Right.
Yeah, we can
So
all
it's
like
like-
sort of listen to the same thing, but then we also
Yeah.
all have like our own things that we don't, or the others don't
Yeah,
listen
like
to.
we
I
all
think.
love heavy music,
Yeah.
but at
Right.
the same time, that's not my favorite genre.
Right.
I love
Right.
indie.
Yeah,
And I'm
so
a
it's
total
like,
pop punk kid.
You know?
Yeah.
So-
Well, you also play for
Paper Spoosh?
Paper Space.
Paper Space.
Peace, space.
And are there more bands that you're?
I'm currently jamming with Thomas Jefferson Aeroplane.
TJA.
Trying to get them to write some stuff.
Shout out to them
again.
and P Space.
Yep. P Space is cool though.
I like
the
them.
band is
They
all
are
fun.
really good.
Yeah, they are super solid. And
I get
the
to hear
new,
all this
the
song
new
before
recordings,
anyone else.
super tight.
So let's go from you guys are tightening up your sound, You guys are recording with Sean. Was this
Yeah.
before, in between recording with Sean and between recording with Jesse, you guys were also playing in Oakdale, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, that was like
The Batcave.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
end of,
That's
that was
what
like kind
talking
of
I
the
wasn't
end
there
of
for
the
that, but-
Batcave. That was like
that show. I remember you guys getting an encore,
Yeah.
or one of those
The
shows.
worst encore.
And we
Like,
completely bombed it.
see,
Hey,
that wasn't on
just
us.
get-
Yeah, I mean, but think about it though. Like going from,
Those are all
nobody knows
those are all
us.
things we look back on.
Nobody knows
Yeah.
us. Nobody knows where to put us in a lineup to getting an encore.
Yep.
Yeah.
They asked for an encore, but we didn't have any more songs.
Yeah,
They
we
were
know.
like, "That's a lie. I heard you play this cover."
Yeah,
and then
you
we
guys
kept
did.
playing, and I
What
forget
cover
all
was
the
it?
Can I
time.
say it? Can I
When,
say it?
it was
Yeah.
when you were young.
Was it when you were
Yeah,
young?
it was
by the
I thought it
Killers.
Right
And-
Side.
The Killers.
No,
Oh, but it
no.
was the
Yeah.
Killers.
Yeah,
Completely forgot the
but
song.
by that time, yeah, we totally
Yeah,
forgotten
we,
it.
We don't keep covers. Like we'll play
Yeah.
it once,
Right.
sometimes twice.
We
and
did
usually-
institutionalize. I don't know if you ever saw
Yeah,
us do
that
that.
also at the
That one was
slaughterhouse.
probably like the most fun and like
It's
the
probably my
best
favorite,
reaction.
yeah.
from the
Yeah,
crowd.
yeah.
That was hard to do, though, man.
That
I
cover
bet.
was
I mean,
brutal.
Yeah.
At Master Mode, when you guys played that, the first time I saw you guys play, like I literally probably ate like a good like pound of dirt.
Dude, I was
Because
coughing
we were
up
all
dirt.
moshing
It
in the
was
dirt.
So dusty.
It was like
Yeah.
a huge dust cloud, and I was trying to like keep from getting my mouth super dry as it is, because
Yeah,
that
like-
song had just.
I was
super
spitting up
shocked
dirt
me.
for a minute.
Good old Stockton.
I like those shows.
We played an encore here in town once, also.
Oh, yeah? Where at?
And we did a pretty good
Keith
job.
and the Bandits.
I think it was at the Blackwater.
Keith and the Keys.
Remember when we
Keith
played with
and
6 Years
the
Today?
Keys.
It was.
Oh, yeah.
They had us play.
Yeah.
What did we play?
I don't remember what we played.
I don't know, but
For the
I was
encore,
definitely
but-
not in tune.
Sad.
I was
Yeah,
super
please.
juiced about it
Sure.
because it was my
I
first
think it was
encore.
Pick It Up. I
Oh,
think
no.
we
Did we play
Pick
Pick It
in
Up?
because
I
I know
have
we
no
played
idea.
it that night.
I love that song.
There's some
I love
songs
Pick
we
It
have
Up.
just put away, like
All of
they're
them.
buried.
Yeah.
Speaking of
We're
that,
working on a lot, though.
your
Also, right now.
first EP used to be on Spotify, and now it is currently not.
It's on
there. Or at least,
I think it's on Bandcamp.
is
It
it
is
on
on
Bandcamp
Bandcamp,
still?
yeah.
Dope.
Because we wanted to re-record the original EP because there's so many changes like vocally
Right.
that we kind of added on. Because like I said, we kind of rushed into the first
Yeah.
EP, and then we didn't want to get like people mixed up on the Spotify tracks, like listening to the old and the new,
Yeah.
because we
Right.
sound way different
But they have the same
now.
name.
And then like it's
Right.
with Ian too. Ian's on drums. That's his
Right,
EP.
right. So, Ian, how did you end up hopping up on this?
So that show we were just talking about, Master Mode, is when I saw them play for the first time, and I just followed them on Instagram. And I think it was like, probably like 6 months, maybe even like a year later, when you guys posted that Fernando was.
I don't think it was a year,
Mm.
but
Taken
After
off.
Master Mode?
It's probably like 6 months.
Master Mode was in the summer. I believe Fernando left in like February.
Okay, yeah. So it wasn't that long,
We were at a
but
sandwich shop.
6-8 months.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I hit him up, and I was like, I dig your guys' music. I'd like to try out. And it's actually the first band that I've ever been in. Played my first show with these guys and stuff. So that's why I got this tattoo. I was like, this
Nice.
is.
I mean, it's-
The tattoo, man.
Yeah.
He got it before we did.
I'm not getting that.
I always
tattoo.
wanted
are you guys all gonna?
I wanted to. They're not down.
Yeah,
No.
we were all gonna get it at one point. We talked about it. I think we were at we were playing the Holy Diver once, and there was a tattoo shop
I'm
right
gonna
across
get
the way.
Brian's name on my lower back one
You
day.
should.
Um,
You totally
My
should.
That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Last
Your
name?
last name?
My last name.
I'll get your last name.
Please don't.
Vast. Just go with Vast Pride.
Yep.
So, where were we?
The old EP, I think.
The old EP.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Ian hopped on, and now where are we? We guys are
In
playing in
California.
Yes, but you guys are playing in Sacramento a lot.
Yeah.
Correct?
So the goal now is to kind of branch out like across California, and eventually by next summer when Keith is done with school, actually try to book a tour.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
probably the
nice.
biggest thing that we want.
I know Josh is thinking about putting together a tour. It's like close by,
Okay.
so you guys should try to hop on that because it should be a lot of fun. He's trying to do, a lot of bands and stuff like that. But it'd be cool to have everybody there. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it because of school. But,
I feel it, dude. I feel it.
School, yeah.
but it would be cool, and it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the goal, just to eventually tour and just get out and we just want to keep playing shows.
That and get some more stuff recorded eventually.
Yeah.
Never get enough money.
Especially-
We're kind of branching out though. I mean, Steven obviously is super involved in the music scene, and over at his house, we originally started throwing house shows for our band, kinda, but eventually it
Right.
became house shows just for everybody, and he's kind of starting up somewhat of a DIY venue just for anywhere,
Right.
anybody.
I remember playing there. The first one was like a Christmas show. You guys were putting together like a charity
toy drive.
Yeah.
Toy drive. That's what
We
it
do toy
was.
drive every year.
Yeah,
Yeah, 2 years
it's so
now.
awesome.
And recently, Steven got kind of like a mixer or soundboard type thing, and we're starting to try and do these kind of audio tree live type recordings for
Nice.
local bands.
Live
That's
sessions.
awesome.
Yeah.
So that's like the next step, and we're pretty stoked about that. We've
Cool.
been messing around with it, and it's a lot of fun so far. Just doing a lot of recording. It sounds almost like a demo, but it's really, really good quality and
Cool.
stuff. So
So if people want more details about that, can they hit up the Not So Secret
The
house show?
Instagram page, yes, Not So Secret Shows.
Great.
Eventually, I'm gonna make the Facebook page. I'm gonna have to, and then I'm gonna make a Instagram, or not Instagram, YouTube. That's where
Nice.
the videos are gonna be posted. And I'm just trying to get sessions of local bands that really people need to see.
Right.
And so for people that can't make it to shows, they can check out these videos.
Right.
And also, I'm gonna have touring bands stop in. I have touring bands from all over the country come by to my house.
I've noticed that. How
So-
amazing is that?
It's pretty cool. I mean, I've
a lot
met
of cool people.
yeah, a lot of cool
Yeah.
people. I've met some cool bands from like New York,
Yeah,
Texas.
a lot of cool music.
There's a band from Orange County that came up a couple weeks ago. There's a ska band from Minnesota coming down next month.
What?
Didn't somebody come out from New York?
Yep, Top Nachos.
Mhm.
Shout out to them. They're touring in Australia
Top
right
Nachos
now.
are rad.
Nice.
It's the thing,
So-
too, just the little local scene, even just the local scene that rolls through the talent's ridiculous. these
Yeah.
days. Like,
It's awesome. I mean, and
It's
also the
It's
venue.
crazy.
The venue is just the cool spot. You
Yeah.
Know, you
And
don't-
it's like with so many places getting shut down. it's like
yeah.
my house is like one of the remaining spots. Really.
It's cool. It's cool.
Knock on wood.
But yeah, it's an awesome place. So if anybody's ever in the area or sees the flyers, they should come out to the shows.
yeah.
Just want to remind everybody you are listening to the voice of San Joaquin, tvosj.org. Would you guys like to do another song real quick? Yeah?
Sure.
Brian,
Like all of
do you
us or
want to?
just
Run it.
them?
Just you. No, I'm just kidding.
You
All of
guys,
you, of
yours.
course.
All of
Let's
us?
Daddy issues.
No. Brian's got a new song. It's still currently being worked on, so it doesn't have a name yet. They've
Okay.
nicknamed
I think
it.
it's finished. It just doesn't have a name
It's
yet.
called Daddy Issues.
Do you guys
Anyway.
want to play that?
Yeah, we'll play an acoustic rendition of it.
Sweet. So this is Cardinal Sins with Daddy Issues.
Temporarily, Daddy.
Temporarily.
Yeah. We'll see if it sticks.
Yeah.
Brian's not happy with that
Parentheses
name.
TBD.
Daddy Issues.
I just had to make sure I'm into
You're
it.
on Cajon on this one.
I can count it up.
Yep.
Do it.
What do I do with this?
I'll hold it.
Are we playing the end part?
doohickey.
You don't have to do anything.
Doobity-doo-ba.
Huh?
You don't have to do anything.
No, but like, are you guys playing the end part?
Just one of it.
Okay, that's what you meant.
Ian,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna look at you when we stop. I changed it. I'm sorry.
Stop, yeah.
You changed it?
Steven will tell you. Steven knows.
Why'd you change it? I liked it the way it was.
Because it's acoustic and we don't do acoustic, so
Yeah,
this
this
is gonna
is
sound
different.
terrible.
Ooh, yeah,
we
this
get
is
an
like
exclusive.
our
sorry.
first ever like acoustic anything. No one's ever seen us really do acoustic before.
I had to
so
borrow this.
Yeah, this isn't mine.
Dang.
This is
All right,
Keith,
for sure.
So,
You guys are all lucky.
Alright. Can't seem to understand a thing. Please tell me what you mean. Am I just gonna sit here and wait forever? I've been waiting here another year. Seems not to get better. Can you tell me where did all go wrong? Can you help me back together? Take me back to when I was simple in the mind. It can't waste every day, but from time to time I sit around with nothing going on. Does that mean I'm such a slob? Can you tell me where did it all go wrong? Did it all go wrong? And I've been wasting all these days waiting for someone to pick me up and take me away. Oh, I guess it never happened anyway. So rush away. It's not worth it. So rush away. It's not worth it. I've been writing this song to let you know I've been thinking about letting go, but I can't find the courage.
Alright. So, Cardinal Sins with Daddy Issues.
It is a lot different.
Wow.
Here you go, sir.
He's never
Thank
heard
you.
that before.
Yeah.
So, for our listeners, we do have a raffle that we're going to be setting up with some merch from the bands that come in. Cardinal Sins has donated a shirt for that, so be on the lookout. Oh, 2 shirts. That's right.
Two shirts.
Hey.
One large, one extra
You know,
large.
when you go like that, you gotta go
Huh?
turkey.
Turkey. Or you go like
or if you go
dolphin.
watch, go like that, and you go snail.
Snail. What? That's a new one. I'm gonna use that.
Hello.
So thank you guys very much for bringing that in. Keep an ear out for that, and we'll be raffling that off pretty soon. We want to also remind you guys about our annual Chicano Community Program, Radio Reunion and Car Show. That's going to be Sunday, August 11th, 2019, at Weber Point in Stockton. We're going to have a tent over there, so come out and say hi. And let's go ahead and go over the current stuff. You guys said you were looking to start recording again
Soon.
soon.
We got about maybe 3 songs in the works right now.
New ones.
We got this one right here. This one's pretty much wrapped. We just gotta
It
go
sounded
in,
really good.
go in and record it, and then we have 2 more. We gotta like lay some vocals down. We're very vocals usually come last. We're very tough with vocals.
So how does the composition process go?
Very very ugly.
It's a little sporadic.
I
Yeah.
don't.
No,
None of
like-
us taking lessons. Like,
Yeah,
on
but
this
yeah.
stuff,
In
like-
terms of composition, normally like if someone finds a good riff between James or Brian, find a nice riff, and then we jam it at practice.
I want to
and
say how we
then
really do it, but I can't. We just,
just
I mean, basically
freestyle.
what we really do is we just all like say, oh, we come to practice, and then usually while we're waiting for one other person to set up, you know, like Ian's on the drums and I'm hooked up, we'll just start playing random stuff.
Right.
And then Steven usually will just be like, jump in, and James, it all just comes like, you seen that in Tenacious D?
Okay.
You know, always hit record?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it is, basically.
I used to do that too. I used to just record all rehearsals.
Yeah, I mean, it's
It's really cool for
I'm not saying
picking
I'm-
up ideas.
it's a good thing to do, but
No,
for
it is
us,
a good thing to do.
works, I guess.
It's
A lot of
cool for
professionals tell you to
harvesting
do that.
ideas. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, what was that thing that we were doing? You know, it sounded cool. I can't remember exactly how it was. Let me go back to the recording and listen to it. It's a lot of work,
Yeah.
but it helps.
Me and James were in a band where like everything was written for us. Like, okay, we already released a song. This is your guitar part. And then I think that's what made us want to like do Cardinal so much, and Cardinal Sins is like to have the freedom to like throw in whatever we want, add
Right.
whatever kind of pizzazz we want.
So I have that. We were talking about that. one of the reasons holding me back from trying to get a band together is that I already have all my stuff written out, and that I wouldn't feel right telling people like, oh, this is your part, sorry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How would you recommend, having been in that on the other side of that, how would you recommend someone like me go about that?
It's tough because realistically, everyone's gonna play it their type of way.
Right.
You know, like even when Ian joined the band, we're like, you don't have to play spot on,
Right.
hit for hit. Like, do whatever makes you feel comfortable, and as long as it meshes well and it
Right.
like, comes out, the outcome is nice.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. Like,
Also, it's like if you're not the drummer, you know, the drummer probably has the best input a lot of times for when it comes to drums. Yeah, you can give them like a few tips here and there, but why shouldn't the drummer be the one to decide what goes on?
Yeah, you guys don't know anything.
I wanted to be a drummer. I still do.
Dude, I've always wanted to be a drummer, but
It's
I
fun.
cannot.
It's- honestly,
you've
it's
seen me.
fun.
I can't play the drums
I
to
can't
save my
either.
life. I can't do
It's
the
not
foot, the
hard.
hand.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
me
play
neither.
percussion.
okay,
and
It
I
just
can
takes
do
time.
flips
That's
and
it.
stuff, but like, I mean, it's easy. Just I don't know, find like a beat and just
Scoobity bop.
like just go. I don't
Yeah.
know how to explain it.
It's
It just I
this,
just
Skippity
this,
bippity.
and this.
no trust me. When Steven started inviting me over and like he had a drum set, this is the best thing ever.
yeah, Brian used to come over to my
Yeah.
house, and I used to just play drums and play guitar.
Yeah.
Took him like a year to get me to come over.
Yeah. Brian's only been doing music for what, like 3-4
Like,
years?
4 years, I
Just
think.
4
Damn.
years, that's it.
And anything like I write to is
Yeah.
on acoustic, always
And
first.
that's
Right.
how Moreover went in the original
Yeah.
Cardinals. Yeah, when Moreover, I think we
Moreover
picked you
was-
up because you were.
Oh yeah,
playing
you guys were like,
acoustic.
oh,
You
you can
stopped
play
playing
instruments and
acoustic.
sing at the same time.
Right.
So
Guess what?
get them.
I haven't played.
I was like, I've never played bass.
We kind
I
of
don't
forced
go
him to be in the
near-
band.
Yeah,
Right.
It was 100% forced. Like
Yeah.
gun in my head, like you're gonna do this.
I'd be like, hey, Brian, you want to come over and hang out? He'd be like, yeah. And then, like, I'd have, like, a bass amp and bass already set up for him, plugged in. And be like, here you go, let's hang out.
Brian got peer pressured into the band.
100%. But you know what? I'm glad I did it because if it wasn't for Steven, I probably these last like 3 years would have probably been a lot more boring.
You know,
Boring Brian.
That's me.
at the risk of sounding lame, I'm gonna say that it's, you know, if it wasn't for you having me on those shows, like I don't know if I would have gotten back into playing.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I was, you know, because I was like I wasn't playing at all, and then I met you guys, and you know, you were telling me like, come up to the shows, and then I was like, dude, I could do this again. You
Yeah.
know? And then, you know,
I mean-
Well,
manifest
I think it's
destiny.
like it's kind of easy. Like I don't know why, just like the community, like the music scene and stuff around here. Like it's just
Yeah.
because everyone's like so open to like
Yeah.
everything, and I like that's super cool. Like honestly, like I love playing the shows at the Holy Diver and stuff. Like it's cool because you know the setup, it's awesome and stuff.
Right.
But like honestly, man, there's nothing like a house show. Like
There
House
is-
shows.
it's
Isn't
so much fun. Like just
Our
I like
home
being
crowd.
close to people. Like I like the
Right,
energy.
right.
Like
People that
I
know
like
our
that.
songs.
We played
Noel
some,
at every show we play at the house gets pushed into me and punches
Yeah,
me.
I remember.
It's fun,
I remember
like-
that time there was like a.
Like
You
we're
fell
no
into,
different
like, a
than
mic
anyone
stand or
else.
something
It's
like
just
that.
dude.
Broke a mic stand.
Yeah, like-
we
Yeah.
played some crazy ones,
That's
like
cool.
crazy house shows.
Yeah.
House shows are fun. They're my favorite.
Well, it's
They're
fun.
way, they're
comfortable.
intimate. You know, they're not.
Like we
It's
played,
super
we
comfy.
played a house in Stockton like on a Monday night, and it was that garage was packed in the middle of summer. And, like,
so
Right.
Was that at the house show?
that was with Trove.
Trove.
At the house
Oh
show,
yeah, that was a fun
It
show.
was so hot in there. I thought
Shout
I
out
was
to
gonna pass
Tino and the house
Shout
show
out to
Yeah,
doing
Tino.
what they did. The year.
It's
James's mom.
She's
James's
day
mom
one.
is our
She
day
finds
one
everything.
fan.
She is the best.
Shout out to her.
Number one.
Shout out to Diane Stevenson
She gave
for
us our
creating
fun.
James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did a great job.
So, what is your guys' goal? I guess in the short term and in the long term, as musicians, as a band.
We're pretty.
Sorry for the loaded
Honestly,
question.
we just want to like spread
Yeah,
the
it's
love.
a tough one, dude.
As a
I don't know,
goal,
I think we all
currently-
have different reasons, but we all at the same time have a same reason.
Right.
You know, like
I think we just want to keep going.
I like.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just fun. Like I mean, I didn't start playing music. I mean, I've always loved music, but I did it to like cope with stuff like just
Yeah,
being
same here.
depressed and just whatever. Like honest to God, like if I didn't start doing music, I don't know what I'd be doing.
Right.
I really don't like.
I think that's a
Like
similar
these
story
songs
for a lot of us.
A lot of musicians
Yeah.
or artists in general,
Well,
I
that's
think,
the-
yeah.
yeah. I mean, we're gonna
It's
keep.
like it's an outlet, you know. It's
It helps. It
Yeah.
really does.
Yeah, for the like temporarily or not for
Right.
for present right now, we're gonna keep throwing shows, putting on shows, and we love to help other bands. Like we've seen other
Yeah.
bands grow in front of us, like
Yeah.
Depths. Like
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Debs.
their first ever
Shout
show
out
was
to
at my
Debs.
house, and
Yeah,
like
I
to
was
see
on
them
that
grow,
show.
to
That
see
was
them
the
grow
tour
into
drive.
what they grew into and where
Yeah.
they recorded
So
brought a
proud.
tear to my eye. Like,
Yeah.
that's
They-
the stuff we like to see. And
That
like,
band came out of nowhere swinging, dude.
yeah,
Like.
that's funny. That's the last song they covered was "Came Out Swinging" by.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what we
Don't
like
Wonder
to
Years.
see. Honestly, just people growing, building the connections, the
Just wanna play
friendships.
Alaska.
I mean,
Alaska's rad too,
I love
man.
Alaska.
Alaska?
Big ups to
good.
Alaska.
It's scary.
Dude.
all the
Those
are my
all the
boys.
bands in the 209 scene and like the valley are
It's
just
all
Yeah.
different. That's what I
insane.
like. It's
Yeah.
it's cool.
See, we've never actually really talked about goals. Our goal is always just, all right, what's the next show? You know?
Right.
I'm a real
We definitely take it step by step, very
Yeah.
step by
We
step.
do, yeah.
lazy.
Like we do want to
We're
tour,
lazy.
lazy.
and we're trying to get on to like these bigger shows.
So
that,
I
like,
guess let me do this. What's the dream?
Dream?
For
The
Cardinal.
dream.
to not
I just wanna
to
make
not
it
have
up-
to go to work
yeah, I
every
don't
day.
wanna-
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
the
Just
dream.
play
I
shows.
mean,
Is that
I
not
want
the dream?
people. Honestly, actually, I just want people to like relate to my music. That's
Yeah.
it. That's
Right.
that's my main goal. I just want like I don't know.
Just to have people in your face, like screaming
Like-
your lyrics back at you.
Yeah, like the music was there for me. I want to give back to it. Like,
Right.
It helped me.
Like,
you
yeah.
know?
I wouldn't even care about, like being like a big band
Rich
or anything
or
like
whatever,
that.
like, it's
just
whatever.
when I go to a
Well,
show
I mean, I
and
don't-
I see the crowd
He's
just
like,
being
"Oh,
like so emotional with
yeah,
the
like
band,
that
and they
feeling
just
of-
Yeah.
like-
you feel safe.
yeah,
You
it's
feel like,
like-
feel all right. Like you're like all these people are the same. Like
yeah,
it's cool.
yeah, and it would just feel like nothing greater than seeing people actually just like relate to your music
Right.
and
That's why
appreciate
Keith
it.
goes
You
to
know?
Code Orange shows.
Yeah.
So what's it like to step into Sacramento?
It was
Do
tough
that.
at first.
Yeah.
Still tough,
You were there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
You were there.
Oh, I remember.
So
That
yeah,
was a good show.
that was like one of
Oh.
our lowest points.
That burger
Like
was good.
we were pretty excited to play in
That burger was
Sacramento
good.
for the
Burgers were
first
good.
time,
And
and
it was a nice venue too.
it was a nice venue.
You
And we
can't
got
visit
out
with
there,
the
and there was
bartender.
just you and one other person in there.
Hey.
Cassie,
Hey, we still played it. We still,
Yeah.
yeah, we still
Like,
went.
Alejo's
hard.
a day one fan.
That's cool.
We brought the crowd.
Yeah. If
But
Alejo wasn't there, it would have been
honestly,
empty,
after that show, we got hooked up with Chad from Bit Crusher.
What's that?
Yeah.
What were you saying?
But
Shout
yeah,
out to Chad. Yeah,
Chad from Bit Crusher.
Oh yeah!
presents.
Shout out to Chad and Big
And Big Crusher, yeah, yeah.
I don't know how me and him came into contact, but he hooked us up with the show on a Saturday night. Decent turnout. He liked the sound. Hit us up like, hey, I got another one. It's gonna be probably a bigger crowd, bigger turnout. We're like,
Right.
dude, yeah, hook us up. And he's just been hooking us up ever since.
Yeah.
We played. He got us on a show with Youth Fountain. That's like one of Keith and Brian's favorite
Yeah.
bands.
Yeah, I was
Ian's
super
favorite
juiced
band.
about
Super
that,
good.
dude.
We played on a show with Birds in a Row a couple months ago, and
Birds
that's
in Row.
Birds in Row.
Not
yeah.
in a row, right?
In Row.
And that was
Birds
another
in
I'm
Row.
not
eye
gonna
point
lie,
because
those dudes were super.
I love that band.
They were rad.
It
They're
was
from
tight.
France, aren't
For
they?
sure.
Yeah.
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 It's like it's a totally different feeling to be able to go play
Yeah.
a show with people you actually admire and
Like
listen
they
to.
put
Yeah,
so much
it's
emotion into
ridiculous.
their playing. Like it's
Yeah.
so good.
That was a pretty fun one, and so far, like the SAC shows, like they've been getting bigger and bigger, like crowd
Yeah, we
wise.
find a lot of other bands.
That's awesome.
And
Yeah.
even the venues too, like the people at the boardwalk, that venue, like they're so nice to us. Like
Yeah.
the sound
I still
guy,
haven't been
the
to that
bartender.
Dude, they got
How
a
is
little
that
dog. It's great.
The Sound Hound.
Soundhound.
That place is tight. It's
Yeah.
it's pretty big.
The sound guy there's solid. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
everybody
cool.
dialed
He's
in,
good. Check
dialed
that
in.
place out.
So it's
It's cool,
really
dude.
nice to be able to go up somewhere that you haven't been and actually be able to hear yourself when you're
Yeah.
playing. You know, you're not like just up there
Yeah.
blind.
Yeah.
Half the time when you're the new band on the little venue and stuff like that, you're gonna hear yourself,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it's gonna be loud enough that you're not even gonna hear the drums half the time. It's
Yeah.
brutal. So yeah, to have a place that actually dials
But yeah,
everything in.
again,
it's-
like
it's awesome.
just big shout out to Chad and Big Crusher, because like he actually hit us up to go to the Birds and Row show. Like he was like, hey, I got one you guys will mesh well with. and that's
Fun.
like that means a lot to us. Like
that's awesome.
that's an honor.
It's really cool to
Gotta hit him up
see
about that
somebody
defeater show
who, I
too.
mean, Chad
That's
obviously
what
has been around. I believe he's set up, or Big Crusher at least is putting on a show for Saliva.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They put on like CKY too. And
Yeah.
They're doing Hawthorne
They
Heights.
do,
at the
yeah,
end
they
of the
do a
month.
lot of big.
They did
discounted
Family
stuff.
Vacation,
I
too.
believe they
Family
work with
Vacations,
them.
like
Yeah, they ran that whole
Yeah.
festival.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
tried to get on that. There was so many.
It was
people on
fun,
there.
man. It was really fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was great. Well, we got flooded out. Like, everything got wet, dude. Everything was soaking wet.
Oh man.
But, yeah, it was cool.
That was a camping festival, correct?
Yeah.
3-day camp out.
Did you guys stay the whole 3 days?
That was him.
Ian did.
These guys didn't want to play it for some
Party.
reason.
I worked.
Yeah.
Oh.
We had plenty of time to get
That
the time
happens.
off, though.
Yeah.
They just didn't want to. They were like, I don't want to camp out.
Oh.
No shit, I did.
Sunny Stevenson says, play some complaints.
Oh, should we play some complaints?
No.
Can't you guys want to play some complaints?
They're
Can't you
asking
say naughty
for it.
words and
No,
some
don't.
I
complaints?
just don't know how to
He
sing
can
it.
he
and
can
make
blank it
music
out. Yeah,
sing.
he'll be fine. You've done it before.
If you just don't
Yeah,
sing
but
the
I had
naughty
to, like,
words,
I had to
then
yell
yeah.
last time.
You just gotta
Yeah.
remember.
It was a
to
one-time
catch yourself.
thing.
Yeah, we're like
It was a
honestly, we're
one-time
not
thing.
meant to be
Do it.
acoustic.
I don't even like to sing.
Do it.
I only like to.
Sonny's
yell.
watching us right now.
That's the band mom right there.
Do it.
Yeah.
Sonny's our other band mom. Shout out to Sonny.
Yeah, but I was not prepared to sing tonight. I delegated all the singing to Brian.
Mm.
You have to.
I don't sing.
You're the lead singer.
you should start.
I yell. I phased
then-
out all the singing over time.
Yell it.
If you haven't noticed on these new
Let's
songs,
do it.
I don't sing because I hate singing.
Yell it.
Well, while you guys figure that out, let me ask you, where can people go and find your music, your most current, the stuff that you would say this is my calling card?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
about
Yeah, we
everywhere.
put it all up on everything.
Some complaints.
Or internal antagonist.
Our song.
Internal antagonist is up there too.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Sorry.
I mean,
New
those are
song.
both really, really good songs.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Those are
personally,
cool.
even though I can't play it all the time when we play it, but I really like Bounder.
Bounder is really good too. Is
I
that
don't know. I just feel like he put a lot of emotion
For
in that
the-
song.
yeah.
Just really.
You guys
which
really
one's when it's like?
That is not Bounder.
No,
let's
what
pick
is
it
it?
up.
pick it up.
Bounder
I
is the
love
weird
that
kind
song.
of
Of
emo
course you
one.
do.
I love
That's
that
our
song.
that's our early 2000s pop punk
Yeah,
song.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's we were
Yeah.
short like a member.
Yeah.
We needed music.
All right, so would you guys like to play one more song?
Sure, it's up to them.
Do it.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to sing this.
Don't sing it. Yell it.
Oh.
Do you.
Don't say the naughty words.
Back away from
Do
you.
you, boo boo.
All right.
What?
Okay, let's do it.
I can't even hear
Yell it.
myself.
Pretty much no.
No?
Just like spoken word like you did last time.
All right.
Yeah.
No profanity.
I'm getting peer pressure right now.
It's not.
I did this for IGTV
We're
once.
doing so good with the no profanity thing. I'm so
I
proud
know.
of us
I'm
right
proud
now.
of you guys.
I'm saying it in my head.
It will-
I'm saying it in my head.
What was
It
that?
shows how
It'll get you
professional.
very far.
It shows
Oh, thank you.
professionalism.
Yeah, the cleaner that you can do your music, the further you can go.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
All right.
Good thing I suck at guitar.
Yes, sir.
This is my attempt at leads.
All right,
Don't
Noel,
watch
I'll
me.
see.
I've never played this
Oh, let's
song.
try this. I'm not gonna yell
Just
because I
feel
don't
it,
want to
dude.
yell. So
Feel
I'm just
it.
gonna.
All right, for sure.
All right. No matter how hard I try, I can get anything right. It's like a simple task, comes amazing my mind. I'm tired of wasting every day of my life, traversing a maze of my own design. I just can't be happy about the way things are. There's always something
to be upset about. If I can find a reason, then I'll make one. Sadness, I know one.
Why can't I just let myself be content for once? Maybe that's my fatal flaw, the person underneath. Why must I constantly torment myself inside? Maybe I'd be too happy then, and that's not who I am.
I can't remember how it used to feel.
To not have my mind attacking me at all times.
I can't remember how it used to feel.
To have some calm inside this head of mine. I'm just so exhausted, mine never lets me rest. I'm stuck here waiting for the bout to end. If my internal battle is eternal after all, then my patience will never really pay off. I just can't be happy
about the way things are. There's always something to be upset about. If I can find a reason, then I'll make one. Without sadness, I am no one.
Why can't I just let myself be content for once? Maybe that's my fatal flaw, and the person underneath is long gone. Why must I constantly torment myself inside? Maybe I'd be too happy then, and that's not who I am.
I can't remember how it used to feel.
Do not have my mind attacking me at all times.
I can't remember how it used to feel.
To have some calm inside this head of mine. And I can't remember how I used to feel. And I can't remember. I can't remember how I used to feel. How I used to feel.
Alright.
That was the first.
That was scary.
Yeah.
So bad.
That was cool.
That song's meant for screaming.
That
Don't
song's
judge me.
100% meant for screaming.
You're
That's
welcome,
that song.
everybody.
Thank you guys so much.
It was so hip hop style.
Ooh.
I mean, he kind of raps it like it's like a
Yeah,
like a
I mean,
flow. Like,
There's definitely
I liked
cadence
it a
to
lot.
I liked it.
Just how it came out.
Kudos to Keith.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Kudos
that.
to
That's
Keith.
probably
You.
the song I'm most proud of, lyrically anyway.
honestly, that song, that's my favorite song to play.
Yeah.
One more time, the name you want us to tell us?
What?
The name
Some
of that song?
complaints.
Some complaints, yeah.
You guys can go ahead and
Keith's
find
Complaints?
that on
Yeah, my complaints.
on,
Spotify, Apple
Spotify.
Music,
Yep.
yeah,
Spotify,
probably
Apple
Amazon.
Music,
Video
yeah,
for it,
sure.
whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
We do have a music video for that and Internal Antagonist, both directed by Minnie Walker, and she did a fantastic job for both of them.
Cool. Shout out to her.
Minnie.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
She's fantastic. She's
Yeah.
always involved in the
She's
local
super cool.
scene and everything. She's a great photographer too. You can check her out at Mini Moon Photo, I believe it is,
Awesome.
on Instagram.
On the Insta.
Where can people find you guys as far as social medias?
Mostly
all that stuff?
Instagram.
Instagram, I
We're
think,
on
is what I'm
Facebook
most
too,
active
but Instagram's definitely the easiest to get a hold of us.
Yeah.
Because yeah,
Yeah.
we're all
Cardinal
Find me on
since 209.
Gary's mod.
Yeah.
Cardinal since 209. You can go
Yeah.
ahead and find that
Chat
on
roulette.
Instagram.
Chat roulette.
Chat
Um,
roulette Omegle.
Brother Bear is asking us.
James's family's gonna dog us all day.
His family's on the
Is
sports
how
list.
many shows have you guys played in the last year?
Oh,
Dude, I couldn't even tell you.
come
We've
on, Dan.
definitely
Like 5.
We've definitely slowed down.
That's
the last-
solid too.
Yeah, solid 2.
We kind of slowed down because we stopped for a minute to record Internal Antagonist. We took a lot of time to do that one actually.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, that was our latest single, which I'm really proud of.
Yeah.
I
I
think
don't,
we all
I don't
did a
know. I
lot
think
of.
like work and school, so like we've been like
Yeah.
kind of held back a little bit.
Yeah, and it's just the scenes changing.
Yeah.
It's the first year since I started playing music that I actually missed a couple shows.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I just couldn't keep
Been too
up.
busy.
And they also kind of took me under their wing. Like I had never played shows or anything before, so they had to deal with me like having
Yeah.
like those pre-show jitters and like
Yeah,
freaking
that's
out.
Oh yeah.
This year though,
Yeah,
we
the
probably
whole time.
play maybe. I think we play like one a month
At least.
around there.
Wow. Cool.
That's
I think
just
more
this
than
year.
that.
Last year,
Last year,
Last
Last
year
year
we played a
was-
lot of shows.
Yeah,
Last year they
we
were
were
playing,
busy.
Playing a
Minimum
lot
2 to
of
3 a
shows.
month for a while. Yeah.
there'd be a Friday and a Saturday show,
Yeah.
or a Thursday and a Saturday.
Right.
Yeah.
I said
It was
it
also
was-
more local too, though.
Yeah.
And it's gotten a little bit more difficult now because almost always it's like in some place like Sacramento, and we have to sell tickets a lot.
Yeah.
And selling tickets is
Tickets
it's
is so
a
hard.
task.
buy
yeah,
tickets
it's
to our
hard.
shows, guys.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
tickets
Yeah,
too,
it's
so-
helps-
tough,
it helps a
especially
lot.
just because we're about. I mean, at least Orangeville, we're like 2 hours out. Sacramento, we're about an hour and a half
Right.
out. So it's like people buying our tickets are mostly just doing it to help us out.
So what shows do you guys have
Thanks, Grandma.
coming up next?
I
got,
was asking that on the way here.
We got
I
one
don't
at
even know.
the Colony in Sacramento I think that one. They said that's gonna
Gonna
be
get
like
our
a,
medal
it's like
on.
it's like
That's
a
that
will
same
call.
place. Is that the same
It's
one?
the place next to
Oh,
it.
it's the
Yeah.
same
Next to the
door.
Cafe
Right,
Colonial.
right.
We've never played there before, right?
Never played there before.
No.
That's gonna be
it's the
pretty
bigger
cool.
venue.
Is that
Yeah.
that's the only one you guys have coming up next?
That's
That, and I
That's
think we have
August,
our whole
that's August
drivers
16th and then August 24th.
Yeah, we're booking James's final show at the house.
Ooh, do you guys want to talk about that?
No, it's sad.
If you want us to
Yes.
shed a few tears,
yeah, you want to see me cry?
Yeah, we're gonna cry.
No, just James is
I
on the
don't
bigger
know,
and better
I
things.
mean-
He's just moving to Oregon. I mean, we're happy for him, but it's gonna suck.
He's gonna pursue a
He's
solo
told
career.
we're video chat.
Are
That's
you
how he's
guys,
gonna play shows.
Are you guys
gonna be a
looking
Skype
for a new guitarist?
Yeah, we're not looking super quickly to replace him, but if somebody does come and they're a great fit, then we're open to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
That's the thing with like this music that has been the hardest part to get across. Like to take my spot, music's not difficult. Like
Right.
the leads and stuff, they are what
But
they are.
it's
It's just
the person.
it's just like the feeling to it. That's all you gotta have. The notes, anybody can play the notes. You just
Right.
kind of gotta like feel the songs out.
Yeah.
Like I said, everything I do is like meant to be taken over.
Right.
I mean, when I started, and that was something we talked about. Like, I had a few years, and then it's
Yeah.
actually
There you go.
been able to play longer than I thought I was
Right.
going to. So it's been awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Well-
been a great ride, but we just gotta move on. Go to Oregon with his family. Have a great
Just
time.
come up and visit.
we're all moving to
Yeah.
Oregon.
Yeah. I wish.
Yeah.
I'll just live in James' basement. I'm fine. with
For
that.
real.
Oregon
I'll
is
pay rent.
Beautiful. I've been up
Yeah.
there one time.
See, I wanna
For
go-
like a
I
week,
wanna go
but
bad.
one time.
I've never left Patterson.
Yeah, but it's also gotten a little bit different. I mean, just the way our styles changed, and Brian's also come a long ways as a guitarist, so we're not. It's not as necessary, I think, to
Right.
replace James as
The
quickly as we were.
First ever show we played without James, it was a nightmare.
Yeah, it was horrible.
And
Which one was
then
that?
this
You
was
were
like
with-
It was in
in the
Stockton?
band.
It was in Stockton
In a
and-
trailer park.
Yeah, we were supposed to play with
Well,
Sea
with
Space
Space
Cowboy.
Oh,
I was
really?
really
This
stoked
was
about
like
that.
2 years ago.
Yeah, we had a
before they
show
were
booked to
big.
see
Yeah,
Space
they're on
Cowboy,
the
and
record
they're like
label now.
super
Yeah.
big now.
It got shut down though. Unfortunately, they didn't get to play. But yeah, we got there and James couldn't make it due to work, and it was just bad. It was really
Cold.
bad. It was freezing too. But yeah, it was,
After that, though, as a 4-piece, we're like, okay, we can probably do this.
That's
Like,
Right after you realize, nobody got hurt,
Yeah.
nobody died. They're like,
My
all right.
soul died.
you just have to
gotta-
play it a little bit different,
Yeah, because I can't play half the stuff he plays.
Right.
The biggest thing in there
Yeah.
is just the lack of confidence that you gotta like hack
No.
on these guys and let them realize, like, dude, I've purposely stayed away from playing the leads on the last few new songs, and Brian's done it.
James is
Right.
our
And
rock.
when I'm not there,
James
all
is
he's
like,
got to do.
yeah.
Steven owns the bass anyways, like
We're
lead
not only
matches. So
replacing-
Right.
kick on some overdrive.
Just stay one
and fill
string.
the gaps.
One string only.
That's all
One
you
string
need.
only.
That's all I need.
That's all you need.
Maybe 2,
Hey,
maybe 3.
Jack White does it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's a little different.
Ian, were you gonna say something?
I was gonna say we're not only replacing our guitarist, but we're replacing like the dad of the band. Like James, like
For real.
talks
James
us up,
has
it'll be
taught us a lot.
Yeah.
He's taught me a lot about
Yeah.
guitars. I don't know. I didn't know
Yeah,
anything
no.
about
We're
guitars.
just gonna have to FaceTime him walking through Guitar Center.
Basically.
James, what do we do about our tone?
He's gonna tell us to get
You're
out
gonna
of
need
Guitar
this
Center.
pedal.
Yeah.
It's $100, but if you go on this site, you can get it for 30.
Yeah.
Trust me. I know a guy.
I'm the same way though. Even up there, like I'm gonna be sending music because I have nowhere else to put it. So it'll be Cardinals until you guys don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
So like all the new stuff, I'm gonna work on. I'm not gonna record it and like just leave it on my laptop or anything. So
No, I
yeah,
mean.
it's kind of my outlet too. No matter where I'm at,
Oh, yeah.
even if you don't want it, I'm probably gonna send it to you.
And
It'll
I'll
be
take
like
it.
a month after he leaves, sends us like 5 songs.
Yeah, James
Hey
is
guys.
gonna be our ghostwriter.
Send me anything heavy, dude.
Yeah.
Anything heavy, I'll force these guys.
I mean, as long as it's video and I can see, because I don't know
Yeah.
guitar.
I'll just gotta get some guitars with fret markers on them.
yeah.
Just make your own. So you'll have
Stickers.
McDonald do before you leave.
Yeah.
Sweet. So, fellas, we're gonna be wrapping it up. I want to thank everybody for listening to our show. Stay for next week. Can't remember who we're having, but it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I thought we were the final
Keith and the
episode.
Bandits.
Were you?
Yeah, I think we were.
This can't be.
I remember
There's
reading
two more
something called
slots
final
after.
episode.
This
wasn't
cannot
it?
be the end.
Someone wrote final episode.
This is.
This is the
Well,
end.
Story
guys.
of a
Are there any
girl.
shout outs that you guys
Farewell.
wanna give out to anyone in particular? You guys
I think
wanna
we
thank?
pretty much shouted out everyone, really.
Apparently, I got to shout out the whole family.
Hi, James's
Yeah,
They've
shout out to
family.
been
the
watching
family for holding
and
it down.
commenting, so yeah.
Honestly,
Hi,
anyone
Sonny.
that just likes us, really.
Shout
yeah.
out to you
This
guys
is-
for having us on.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for
sure.
coming.
To the
It's
Alley
really
Joe.
awesome.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. Shout out to everyone that
Shout out
supports
to
us,
Josh
honestly.
for setting this all up.
Yeah,
Josh, wherever you are.
wherever you are,
Rocking
He's
it.
Josh.
at
Holy
Holy
Diver.
Diver.
He's
Rocking it.
riding the tiger at the
Yeah.
Holy Diver.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll be at your guys' pad. Actually, that's my show coming up.
July 21st.
July 21st, along
Skibbity
with
bibbity.
World War. And there's been a lineup change.
Farewell
right?
Familiar.
Farewell Familiar.
There's a
What
band
else?
from Santa Cruz
Nice.
called Generation Hopeless coming by. They're filling in. And then,
Item Pump thing?
no,
Stockton.
Anti-Surf.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
And that's in Patterson. And then I'll be here in Stockton August 3rd with Celerosa, MMORPG, and a couple other bands at the Flower Shop. That's a new venue I've never played at, so I'm excited to
It's a
check
really
it out.
cool venue.
Yeah?
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Awesome.
really, it's really
I'm
rad.
excited to check it out. So thank you everybody for listening to the Artist Hour on TVOSJ, the voice of San Joaquin and Stockton. My name has been Alejo, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.